It's something about a cornerback that can stay in phase for me, man. When you can stay on the hip, that inside hip of the wide receiver, you can control a lot, especially if you can stay stride for stride with him, man. I think James Bradbury was an amazing pickup. And him and A.J. Brown beefing like this in practice is only going to help them both get better. You know what I mean? A.J. Brown, 25 years old, and is making Hurts get better too. Not a lot of tight windows to throw these balls. But look at the discipline of Bradbury right here. He doesn't react to the ball until he sees the whites of A.J. Brown's eyes light up. Then he puts a hand up. Last minute, great play.
Step back and watch the step cook.
You want 17 birds? Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. Hit my line if you want 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. I know a guy if you want 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. I know a guy if you want 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. Yeah, I'm from the 17th curb.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Lord Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I'm the best reporting on the Eagles. Listen, before we get into the meat and potatoes, I gotta let you know, I'm gonna let you know that this video was brought to you by Manscaped. Big Manscaped in the building, man. Bringing you everything you need. Lawnmower 4.0s, 3.0s, body spray, lip balm. Listen, use code Brunson, say 20% off, get the free shipping, and the free shipping I for that for y'all. Also, everybody, man, that's been tapped in and locked in with the Hurt Season hats, man. Continue to send me them pictures, man. Listen, y'all been doing amazing. Y'all been looking good. It was a bunch of hats in attendance for the live practice. We expect to see a bunch of hats all season, man. It is what it is. Beanies and everything coming out, man. Shout out to y'all for doing it. Also, the link is in the description of the video for the Hurt Season hat if you haven't ordered as well. You could DM me on any social media platform to get savings on that. Let's get into the meat and potatoes, man. This is the last practice, man, up until, the first preseason game versus the New York Jets. And, it's real interesting, that Nick Sirianni is saying that Jalen Hurts in this first team offense should expect to see some reps. Now, I didn't expect to see it happen in the first preseason game, but I'm not mad that it's happening in the first preseason game due to the lack of, practice reps that we've gotten when you compare it to other teams. You know what I'm saying? We've cut practice short. You know what I mean? We didn't go for the what I think we like 4 practices less than the other teams or something like that. We got the league low in terms of how many times we practicing before preseason. But I mean, I feel good about the space where the team is at. I'm not mad that the offense got off to a hot start. I'm not mad that the defense got off to a hot start and challenged the offense. That's expected in most practice situations. But I am happy to see that the offense is turning the corner. So before we get into, the camp notes from today, let's talk about some of the injuries, man, that we got going on leading into this first preseason game. So, per Jeff McClain on his Twitter, will not practice today. Grant Calcaterra is dealing with a hamstring. It's a very nagging injury for a rookie, man. LaRaven Clark dealing with a hamstring. That's unfortunate for LaRaven Clark because we have 2 offensive tackles that's out right now. We're going to talk about them right now. LaRaven Clark could have really benefited from some playing time, in that situation. Kenneth Gainwell, hip, I'm hearing that's not too serious. Anthony Harris, tooth, probably got a wisdom tooth pulled. I don't know, root canal or something, but those things happen. You know what I mean? John Hightower, groin. Jason Kelsey, elbow. Jimmy Moreland, ankle. Boston Scott, concussion. Devontae Smith, groin. Jaquaski Tart, personal reasons. Kerry Vincent, groin. Greg Ward, toe. Carrick Wheatfall, hamstring, and limited due to concussion protocols. Andre Dillard and Jordan Mailata are 2 left tackles. A lot of these injuries are just nagging things like soft tissue, hamstring, groin, hip. You got to kind of rest that. Ankle, you got to stay off of that. So none of this stuff is serious, man. It's just wear and tear. It's just us, doing our due diligence to make sure that these guys are 100% come week 1. I do want to talk about the Philadelphia Eagles working out a running back, a DeAndre Torrey. I don't understand why we're working out running backs, but DeAndre Torrey, I looked at some tape on him, and dude is decent. You know what I mean? I feel like we got a lot of running backs, but this guy, man, for his size and the things he can do, he averaged 5 yards a carry in college, 36 touchdowns while he was in college, 3,000 rushing yards in college on 609 attempts. I mean, the guy could play. You know what I mean? So I'm anxious to see, if he makes this team or if he even passes the physical for that matter. Let's talk about these camp notes, man. Today is the Eagles' final practice before their preseason opener versus the Jets. Devontae Smith was doing some rehab work on the sideline. That's great to hear. On the first play of practice, Hurts rolled to his right and hit A.J. Brown down the field for yards after the catch. A few plays later, Darius Slay had a pass breakup on a pass intended for A.J. Brown over the middle. Jalen Reagor made a fingertip catch on an out route before going out of balance. Notable that Reagor is on the first-team offense, catching balls from Hurts. That's good. Noah Togai made a sprawling catch over the middle of the field with a ball coming from Minshew, who threw off his back foot. Togai continues to make plays. He's making plays. He's making a strong case for tight end too. Jalen Hurts had a big play touchdown to A.J. Brown in 7-on-7's great coverage from Bradbury, but a better throw beats good coverage every time. Hurts then followed up that play with another 30-yard pass to Zach Pascal. Minshew threw a perfect fade ball to Pascal for a touchdown. Reed Signett once again got second-team reps over Gardner Minshew in certain drills. That's not surprising to me, man. If you want to keep it all the way 100, for real, Gardner Minshew has had a bad camp. You know what I mean? It is what it is. He wasn't projected to be the starter, but that's what it is. Gardner Minshew has had a bad camp from the things that I've been reading, and I've seen Reed Signett, be on his heels a lot. The Eagles' offense got inside the 5-yard line twice and didn't score both times. A bit concerning, but them being down on running backs literally has to do with that. So why is it concerning to you? It likely has to do with that. So why is it concerning if you understand that they're down running backs? Minshew had a seam pass to Jack Stoll for a big play. Today was described as Jalen Hurts' best practice. You see what I'm saying? Always getting good. Always figuring it out. Always keeping pushing, and you can see these type of results. So I'm not worried about the offense going into this first preseason game. I do want to see efficiency. You know what I mean? In the first scripted series or the first scripted plays, I expect the offense to be vanilla. I don't expect us to go deep into our playbook and try to give away what we intend to do to a lot of people week in and week out. You know what I mean? I expect to see physical football, and I expect to see people who want to make a name for themselves make a name for themselves. You know what I mean? I can't wait, man, for these live practices versus the Jets. I can't wait for this first preseason game because I'm anxious to see Philadelphia Eagles football. I'm just anxious for it. So let me know what you think in the comments about the final practice leading into this preseason game. Listen, we got a lot of content coming up this week. I'm going to try to get Philly 500 on tomorrow for lunchtime with the Bullies so we can talk about preseason and guys that we're going to be keeping our eye out for. And GOAT Talk with me and Philly Mike will be up and running on a weekly basis starting this week for the duration of the season. We're going to keep you guys covered. We're going to keep you guys locked in. And we're going to do our best to bring y'all the best content that comes from Philadelphia Eagles content creators, man. So shout out to y'all, man. Stay positive, stay blessed, and remember, it's Hurt season.